about the ZOE Project. How did it all start?
Okay, hi. It's been going for about 13 years, and we work out of Retreat and Hanover Park Hospital, which is a bit unusual, so we have clients come within the hospital. And our whole objective, I think, is to educate, number one. Number two, to empower young girls and ladies to actually make right choices for themselves, to be able to stand up and say no, to be able to stand up and say yes, and to know whatever the consequences, I've made that choice. So we do that through educating, having pregnancy talks weekly. We have counselling rooms within the hospital, and we do a lot of counselling for abortion, adoption. If our girls need to be placed into safe homes, we do that. So anything about crisis pregnancy is what we do. We also, the ladies are in and out of here within 6 hours, giving birth, and so there's a lack of food, there's a lack of support in that. So we have doulas that come and assist with the labour process as well, and also feeding. These moms are breastfeeding, they need to eat, there's not always family to come and bring food, so there's a great need for good, wholesome kind of food, so which is important. The whole purpose is about identity. It's about being able to stand up and love yourself and put dignity back, because I think if a woman has dignity, she can change being a better mom, being a better mother, being a better wife in the community. And I think that is the whole mission around the ZOE Project, and that's how it actually started, out of a need.
I had nothing for him, you know. I had absolutely nothing for him. There was some stuff, but I mean, you know, you want your baby to win new stuff when the baby comes from hospital. And then this one day, Tracy, that was before she left the last time. Tracy came and Tracy told me she's going to give me this mom pack and baby pack. And, you know, that made me feel, you know, because I was like, no, I can't go give birth like this. And when Tracy gave me that, I was like all excited to give birth.
Yeah? Oh, baby Zach! Hey?
I was excited to give birth, and yeah.
In the areas that we work, Lavender Hill, Retreat, Hanover Park, and I've noticed a great increase, obviously in addiction, especially took, and now they're mixing with the took with the ARVs, which is hectic. Obviously that has an effect on baby and on mom, and so addiction causes physical abuse, emotional abuse, so that is on a high. So that's where I think the counselling tool comes in, because we obviously try and remove them from the situation, or we go back to where this thing started. Why is it? Empower them enough to get healing, to get stronger, to heal that. So
Came in, and you know, I'm not sorry today that I came in here, because, you know, when I came here, it was like Trace and I know each other for years, you know, because we just started chatting away, and she gave me a lot of tips on how to actually overcome what happened in my life, because I went through 3 rapes in my life. I was the youngest, the earliest one that I was when I was 7, 8 and 9 was the first one. It was my uncle, and I've been through abuse. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. 2 years of the 4 years he's been abusing me, and whenever we slept together, it felt like I've been raped all over again, because he always forced himself on me. And he abused my 2-year-old, not really my 8-year-old, my 2-year-old. And the last straw that I took was when he took her by the hair and threw her on the floor. That was the last straw that I took, and I said, no ways, this can't be happening anymore. And, you know, normally I would run back. I would be away from him for like a week, 2 weeks, and I would run back. But now I always think about these words, don't go back to your own vomit. You know, that Tracy would always motivate me, and, you know, it's been helpful to come here.
She came and baby was born crying, wanted to keep the baby, but obviously there is no ways that this child is going to survive. It was pouring with rain, it had been winter, it was quite cold. We handed her the pack. The baby was dressed up all in the ZOE pack stuff, so it all looked... But obviously we spoke to about the options. Where was she going to go? Could I take her and put her in a home until she made that choice? Because it's hard to go and breastfeed and to live in the street and things like that. But she insisted that she wanted to keep baby. The tears were streaming down her face. I could see she loved this child. But her outcome was that she left with this child. But I drilled her which bush she was sticking under, which where you're going to be, whatever. And I gave her the option. I gave her my card and I said, I am here on these days and that. And if you ever need me to come round to do whatever. And I think that's where it's not lack of judgment. You don't go in saying, oh, you can't keep the baby, you can't do that. But to open a door so that she can actually feel accepted. It wasn't a week later, and I was here when she walked in, and with the baby, and tears streaming down her face. I cannot keep this child. And I think because the door was open, she came also given the option again to go with the child to a home, because that is what we want at the end of the day, is to help both mom and baby. But she insisted no, and she left the baby with us. The baby actually has gone for adoption. And
Great.
yeah, so it was a good outcome, and as I say, it was an amazing story. That